Welcome to the Nana Cheche Show. We are super excited to be at the Cabinet Office to interview and also help promote the awareness of the honours system in the UK. And we have some fantastic people from MBE, OBE. We're going to talk to all of them, so stay tuned. Welcome to the Nana Cheche Show. We are here at the Cabinet Office, and you know I always get excited when I am standing with people doing great things in the community, and I'm happy to be standing with Dr. Kofi Enning, MBE. He is MBE, hooray! So, Doctor, how are you?
Very well, thank you.
How excited were you when you got the invitation that you're going to be honored by the Queen?
Well, you know, the invitation actually came through the normal post in the door.
Okay.
And on the outside of the envelope, it's one of those that says, on Her Majesty's service. And, you know, I didn't take too much notice about it. But later on when I opened it up, then I realized that, wow.
Were you shocked, or
I was very, very surprised because I wasn't expecting it. And up till today, I don't know who actually nominated me. So that's really the way it was. But the most important thing was that you are also told not to tell anybody. So you can't tell any family members.
Not even if there's a wife or your children.
Or anybody.
Oh, God.
And I think that's where it's very difficult. So I had to keep it quiet for about 5 weeks.
5 weeks?
Yeah. So basically looking at the letter and then responding back to say that you are happy to receive it, checking all the information was correct. But
wow.
then keeping it quiet for 5 weeks because it took that length of time for the official listing to be made, which was on the night before the Queen's official birthday.
Oh wow.
So the official birthday was April the 17th, and June the 17th, and it came on the online version came on June the 16th.
Oh, wow.
So
what a process.
Yeah.
So you've been honored, or you were honored for your services to sickle cell.
Yeah, to people with sickle cell and thalassemia.
And how long have you been in this on this project?
Well, basically over 20 years. But the last 20 years, in terms of where I've worked, it has been solely working with people with sickle cell disease and thalassemia. I'm actually a psychologist, but then I got interested in the field of work after my training, simply because I have sickle cell myself. And
yes.
I have a lot of family members, siblings, unfortunately lost siblings to sickle cell disease growing up, and also other family members like cousins and very close friends as well.
Yeah, you were telling me when we had a conversation about the rates of babies were born in the UK in thousands, and how alarming is that? Yeah,
so the total population of people with sickle cell disease in the UK is about 14,000. Those are the last estimates. And if you add, you know, the very serious thalassemia to it, another 2,000 or so.
Wow.
But every year, a significant number of babies are born, and you have to, you know, sort of find a way. So we're actually quite pleased that, as I said, the previous Labour government under Tony Blair, a case had been made for quite some time, supported by people like the previous race and health equality Trevor Phillips, and you know, making the case through healthcare professionals that it was actually, and supported by the now Chief Medical Officer, Professor Dave Sally Davis, that, you know, it is cost effective to actually test all babies, irrespective of race or background, appearances as we used to do, in terms of whether they are looking like black people or white people or whatever, to test every baby that is born since the early 2000s for sickle cell and thalassemia, and I think that's a way of saving lives.
Well done. We want to say congratulations. Yes. I wish I could have brought my little part over here. Well done, and we applaud you, and I believe the Ghanaian community and the African community will be, happy to have you as an honorary MBE. Congratulations.
Thank you.
So I am standing with a beautiful African queen, Ade. Ade, welcome to Nana Cheche Show.
Thank you.
And you are the founder of Nubian Skin.
I am, yes.
Are you excited?
I'm very excited.
I want you to tell me how excited you were when the letter came through your post.
So I wasn't actually home when the letter came.
Yeah.
I was on holiday, and my sister was visiting, and she sent me a text saying, "You've either done something really good or really bad," because there's a letter and it says Her Majesty's Services. So I thought it was because of tax, and I thought maybe I hadn't done my tax return. And so I was like, oh no, like maybe I'm in trouble. Please can you just read it and let me know what's happening? And so she sends me a series of texts which are just saying OMG, OMG, OMG. And so I start panicking because I was like, oh no, I'm actually in a lot of trouble. And then she sent me a picture of it, and I literally burst into tears at the airport because it was something so unexpected. And when you're an entrepreneur and you're working really hard, a lot of times people don't see all the hard work that goes into it.
Exactly.
And so to get a letter saying you're being honored for services to fashion was just incredible.
So now we call you Ade MBE. How does that feel?
It hasn't sunk in yet.
Yeah, do you wake up in the morning and say, I'm MBE?
Not quite, but I did put it in my work signature.
Oh, so. All right. Ooh. So you are the founder of Nubian Skin. Yes. How did that come about?
So I came up with the concept in 2011. I was working in consulting at the time, and that wasn't something that I knew. I knew I didn't want to do that for the rest of my life. And I had always been interested in fashion. But a recurring problem that I had was every time I'd go to the shops and I'd say, oh, do you have some tights that are my color? Or do you have a nude bra? They'd give me something, but it didn't match my skin at all. It was sort of a beige color. It wasn't brown. And so after thinking about it for a while, I thought, you know what, if nobody's doing this, there's a whole market of women out there who have the same problem I do. So maybe I should try.
And that is how the birth of your baby Nubian Skin.
That was the beginning.
Okay.
I didn't actually launch for 3 years.
Why?
I had to save money.
Okay.
And so I changed jobs. I went back into finance. Got caught up in that. I was enjoying my job, but I told my mom, and my mom was like, I want my tights. I didn't want my tights. I was like, okay, mommy. So it took a little bit of time, and I actively started working on it in May 2013. That was when I registered the company and registered the trademark. And from then it was really a matter of trying to find manufacturers, trying to refine the design. It took me a year to develop the colors.
Oh, wow.
So we didn't actually launch till October 2014.
And you had a concept, and then it took 3 years for you to launch. Now you are MBE, the queen, and the world have seen your services. I know you've worked with a lot of celebrities in the US and around the world. What would you like to tell, a sister or a brother who has an idea and they want to launch out?
Well, I always say, if I had to give advice to entrepreneurs, the first thing is really research your idea and know that you believe in it. And then the second thing is just take the leap. Because so often people think, oh, I want to do this, I want to do that, but they don't do it. And if you look back, maybe when you're 75, the last thing you want is to be thinking, what if I had done that? So you might as well try.
Okay, and maybe they will get an MBE. You never know. So, what has become, or what has the MBE status done for you?
You know what? For me, I think the nicest part about it was just being acknowledged. A lot of times being an entrepreneur is very lonely work. And so it was amazing to see that somebody thought that I deserved an honor for services to fashion. And so, yeah, I'm still processing it. I just got the medal in November, so it's still quite fresh.
All right. Was it the Queen herself or
It was
a member
Prince
of the...
William.
Woo!
Yeah.
That is awesome. Congratulations,
Thank
Ade.
you. Thank
And
you
all
so
the
much.
best in what you do.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. I am with Sabrina Francis, BEM. Congratulations.
Thank you.
So how did you feel when the letter came through the box? I'm asking all the honorees that.
I was surprised. It came on a Saturday afternoon, so I was kind of at
Were you home?
I was at home.
Okay.
And then just saw the letter and looked and was a bit shocked. And it took a little while for it to settle in what it really meant. But yeah, it was a good day. I was already planned to go out that evening, so had even more celebration.
And you were honoured for your services to the London University.
Yeah, to University of London.
Wow. And so tell me what you do there, because obviously I might not know, and somebody out there thought, oh, Sabrina is very special to be honoured.
I work at City University of London, which is one of the universities that are part of the University of London, and they nominated me for my work helping to build the city community through helping to bring students together through social media, as well as my work helping bring staff together, because I co-founded the Staff Women's Network, and also because I'm a local councillor in Camden. So I represent the area of Camden called Bloomsbury, and I'm on Housing Committee and Licensing Committee, and work with my council colleagues to represent and stand up for our residents.
You don't mind me asking how old you are?
Oh, 33. Yeah, that's fine.
33?
Yeah.
All right. Well, I'm asking this because, when I see young ladies like yourself doing a lot for the community, I'm inspired. And I believe somebody hearing your story will be inspired. Now you've been honored by the Queen. What next for you?
I'm not really sure. Obviously, it's a thing that sometimes happens to people at the end of their careers.
Yeah.
So it's interesting to get it at the beginning. So
Exactly.
I kind of want to use it as more of a springboard to help other people get the award and open up the whole process.
Yeah.
I think it's a process that most people don't know that much about.
Yes.
Which is partly why I found it really interesting to be involved myself. And also it is a process that sometimes BME people, particularly from kind of empire countries, can find difficult to engage with because of the history. So there's a lot that can be done to make it seem like a process that is for us.
Yeah.
And that the honours are for us too.
Yeah.
So I think there's work to be done on that, which now I've got my honour, I'm probably more in a position to help others.
Congratulations, Sabrina. All the best. I'm excited to be standing with Sonia Evans. I got it. MBE for Services for Children and Families.
Correct.
Congratulations.
Thank you very much.
Sonia, all I'm asking people today is how excited were they when they, got the letter?
Do you want to be totally honest?
Yes.
I was like, what on earth is this? I was really quite blasé about it.
Yeah.
And I'll tell you why. Because my mother fostered, my aunt fostered. It's something we do within our family.
Okay.
I've yet to meet anyone from our culture who knows a child of need and don't open their heart and their arms and their home to them.
Okay.
So to me, it just came as nothing. However, as time went on and I began to tell people, when I was allowed to tell people what I was being awarded for, their excitement overwhelmed me, and it got me thinking, and my whole attitude shows I was so proud and honoured, because not only it wasn't just a reward for me, it was for my family and my community. And I thought to myself, well, I'm not the only person that do this. There's a lot of people that I know that do this, but it was so significant to the people that I know that I was really, really very excited.
I know you said it's in the family, but sometimes, we have family businesses, but then some people don't have passion for it. Was this something you were really passionate about, or because you saw your mom and your aunties doing it?
It's a bit of both, I think, and regarding the passion aspect of it, when you're doing something, maybe some people like to go to the gym, right, and they don't see it as a chore, they enjoy to go to the gym. I enjoy doing fostering and working with children and families. So it didn't seem as anything really spectacular that everyone was getting so excited. And,
Yeah. And so when you tell me a little bit about what you really do. I know it's children and families, but just a snip.
Okay, so I work during the week with a local authority where I work with children and families, and the objective of my work is to try and keep families together.
Okay.
I'm also a foster carer, so that's the other end of the scale where it hasn't worked and children have been removed from their family. So I think with my background and my training, it gave me the opportunity, and I'm used to working with whole families.
Okay.
So although I can work one-to-one with children, it's also nice to include the siblings, the aunties, the uncles, the parents. Okay, so I work with whole families. So what I was finding that when children were placed with me, it was giving me an opportunity to sometimes, not all the times, but to work very closely with some parents. And like in our family, like for me, I've got like 6 birth aunts, but I've got lots of other aunts because I adopt other like close family friends as my auntie.
All right.
And so that kind of works like within the culture of me fostering with like, you know, ethnic minority children, because I was deemed like an auntie, and that's something they could relate to, and also their parents could relate to. So it enabled me to form a relationship with some birth families, not all, and the ones that I did establish that relationship with, it was successful placements.
Wow. So now you've been recognized by the Queen.
Absolutely.
And what does that take you to?
So it's made me think, okay, and the old cogs are working at the moment. So there's a few things. I mean, I'm like sort of going out into the community now, or trying to get out in the community, and I want to run parenting programs.
Okay.
Because there's a particular program that I run that I'm very passionate about, where it's not a hard and fast, that's wrong and that's right. It enables you to bring your culture. And I was just talking to my partner actually about some of the the community that we're in, and we're talking about like things like traditions that we used to have in the past that probably we don't do now. And within this program that I run, it's the foundation of your parenting, and it's quite easy for us as we get older to lapse or to lose sight of like some of our cultures and our traditions that we were brought up with. And I just think it's really, really essential, and that's what I'm trying to like embrace and to like hold on to, and get our children to hold on to as well.
Well done, congratulations.
Thank you.
And then what do you want to tell people out there who are doing lots of stuff in the community and don't know about these honors?
I'd like to say that we're at this function today, and it's really, really worthwhile, and it's an opportunity that we can recognise people in our communities who are doing all this work, because that's probably why I didn't see myself as being particularly special, because there's loads of people that's doing out there, and you don't have to be a particular hierarchy to dominate somebody. Anyone can nominate anyone, and they're making it easier now for you to enable you to do that. And I just think you should make a phone call or ask the question if there's someone that you think that's in your community that deserves that little bit extra, that little recognition.
Thank you,
My pleasure.
Sonia.
Thank you for the time.
Today I'm so excited interviewing geniuses, you know, so it means that one of these days I'm going to get an MBE or OBE, but I am privileged to be standing with Chichi, OBE. Chichi, I want you to pronounce your full name for me.
Chichi Wanuku.
Wanuku. Wow. So you're taking me to Nigeria. Chinyere. Hey.
Wanuku.
We are going to Nigeria. Chinyere sounds... Chinyere.
It's Igbo name.
Igbo name. Okay. Right. I'll stay with the Chichi. How about that?
Yes, with the nickname, yeah.
So you were OBE. How excited were you when you got the letter?
Well, it was very exciting, and in fact I didn't even know what was inside the envelope, because it said Cabinet Office on the front of the envelope. And when 16 years before, I received an OBE. And
an MBE or OBE?
Sorry, 16 years ago, before I received an MBE, and on the front of the envelope it said 10 Downing Street. So I thought, 10 Downing Street?
What did you do?
What have I done wrong? You know, and so I didn't suspect anything when I got a Cabinet Office. Why are they writing to me?
Yeah.
And then, you know, so it's very
congratulations.
Yeah, thank you very much.
And the other recipients told me they weren't allowed to
you're not
say a word.
They ask you to keep it completely confidential for 6 weeks.
Oh God!
And it's not only, you know, because if you accept it, you're asked to do either accept or not accept.
Okay.
If you decide to accept it, the accepted names are shown to the Queen.
Oh,
and she has to approve
it. Okay. Okay.
So if she doesn't approve it, then there's no point telling anyone because it'll be embarrassing.
Okay.
And also they don't, and even if you don't not want to accept it, they ask you not to say anything because it's embarrassing for them that if you've been offered it and you reject it.
Yes.
So it works both ways.
Yes. So tell me what you do that's got you an OBE. I know, but the viewers got to know.
Yes, well, I got my MBE for services to music. I'm a classical musician, a double bass player.
Oh, wow.
And I give concerts with orchestras around the world.
Around the world?
All over.
Do I get some lessons afterwards?
Lessons? I teach at the Royal Academy of Music, so if you
also have to go through that.
You'll have to go to
or have to pay private, very expensive, I guess. Okay.
And then in 2015, I founded Europe's first majority black and minority ethnic symphony orchestra, professional orchestra, and junior orchestra called Chineke. And I think it was really trying to do something to diversify the classical music industry because it's very underrepresented from minority ethnicities. And I think, again, it was for my OBE was for services to music, but with, I think, a slant on the work that I'm doing for diversity.
Well done, congratulations. So what has this done for you?
Well, it's made me, I mean, I get to meet people like you,
yes.
for example. That's very nice. And I also get to help with educational projects. And also, what has been really wonderful is seeing joyful things happen, where seeing young people achieving things that they never thought was possible and entering into an area that could become their profession, their area for life, not necessarily, but finding something that they never thought that they would be allowed to do because they believe you cannot be what you cannot see. And there are not many people of ethnicity in the classical music
Congratulations. Thank you so much for coming.
Thanks very much.
You know, I'm standing with the godfather of British gospel music.
Yes.
How excited, Basil, to meet you. Finally.
Finally.
Because I get it, Basil. So this is the godfather. So Basil, welcome to Nana Cheche's show.
Thank you very much. It's lovely to meet you.
Yeah. I want you to give me that voice. That voice, since you're the godfather. Just, a little a cappella. Something.
Amazing grace, how sweet the sound.
Oh, wow.
That saved a wretch like me.
Okay, now everybody's going to come. So you've been honored for MBE, for services for gospel music. And when you were talking, you said it touched you for being honored for gospel music. Why is that?
It's recognition for the work that I have been doing, but it also brings up memories of all the hundreds of people who've been in the choir over 35 years. It is
35 years?
It's 35 years. And many people have been through the choir. They're now in the industry doing backing vocals or their own projects. So the choir served the community, not just UK as well, but on an international scale, because we work with many international artists.
What are some of the artists you've worked with?
Recently, maybe last week, 2 weeks ago, we worked with Justin Timberlake, Madonna, Elton John, McCartney, Damon Albarn.
Can I be your PA? Can I be your PA so that I get to... Wow, congratulations. I'll be auditioned. Oh, I can go through the back door? No. Wow, so how did you get into this, into gospel?
I was blessed to have the youth pastor of the church I attended to see some potential in me, and she prayed, laid hands on me, and asked God to give me the gift of music.
Wow.
And I'd never played piano before that, but in 3 weeks after that, I was playing in her public meetings.
Wow.
And that's how I started. No training, but I think
the anointing of
that prayer just went into my spirit, and that is when my life took purpose, because I left school at 15.
Here or?
Here. I came from Montserrat in the Caribbean.
Okay,
I traveled
okay.
everywhere once age 9.
Okay.
And I had no idea what I wanted to do when I left school. I had a very unhappy home life, and I wanted to get away from it. So when this woman took interest in me and showed me and gave me this stack of music that I began playing, I just fell in love with it.
That is exciting. That is exciting. Now you've been honored for your services for gospel. What has that made for you?
I think it has inspired my community, the gospel community, greatly. That they can see that somebody in our particular genre of music can be recognized from the highest level in the UK. So many of them are being inspired to be consistent, to do what they love.
Yeah.
It might not be music,
Yes.
but whatever they love, not necessarily just for the recognition or the pat on the back, but for the very reason that it inspires the community and gives a sense of purpose to life.
Yes,
and
a sense of purpose.
That's my main celebration.
That is awesome. Thank you.
Bless you.
Oh, you know, it's a blessing to be standing with people or interviewing people like yourself, Tunji, who is doing very well and, you know, committing to the community. And you've been awarded by the Queen for MBE in what you do. What do you do again?
Well, the award was for services to young children from ethnic minorities in science and technology. So
Wow.
I've been fortunate to found a social enterprise that helps to get young people from diverse backgrounds actually into pursuing careers in science and technology.
Tunde, so how did you get into this technological world that we are in?
Well, for me personally, I was inspired as an 11-year-old at school where IBM came into my school.
Okay.
They ran a small workshop on what was going to be the PC or the personal computer. I was fascinated by that and decided there and then to pursue a career in science and tech. And I followed the program. I did sciences, went on to university, studied microelectronics, became an engineer for many years.
Wow.
And then I've always been in that industry and still am today.
Wow. When you were talking, I heard you say you help younger kids to take them to Google. And how do you came about that program?
Well, I think it's about the network you have, and I think one of the things I've been very interested in is to connect with other people in similar tech companies that have a similar passion. And I think I've been fortunate enough over the years to build up a very strong network of friends and colleagues who have then moved on to different companies, and I've kept in touch with them.
Oh, wow.
So I've built up quite a considerable network in the tech industry, but also tech covers lots of different sectors. It's not just about technology companies like a Google or a Cisco or a Facebook. It's also the likes of a John Lewis retailer has a lot of technology behind them.
Oh, really?
Or companies like National Grid or EDF Energy, who are more on the utility side in terms of gas and electricity and power, that also have lots of tech jobs. So it's about making sure that people are aware of all the different opportunities there are in the tech industry and how it touches many different organizations.
So when the letter came, I get to ask everybody when the letter came through the post, what was your reaction?
Well, it was quite a funny one for me because obviously I don't have anything to do with the process, so the letter actually went to my old property. So it came via, luckily it was redirected to our current house, and when it came through the post, I actually left the letter there. I thought it was from my wife. So it was probably about a day later that I realised that it was from the cabinet office and it said it was urgent, and she hadn't opened it, and I thought, well, let me see who this is for, and then I realised it was. So
how long did it go and redirected, and how long did it take?
It probably came to our house maybe 3 or 4 days later than most other recipients got those. But
wow.
Yeah, I was quite proud, very surprised, very humbled by it, very emotional.
Very emotional?
Yeah, well...
Were you teary a bit?
A little bit. I mean, you know, I don't have both my parents. So I've not had them around since I was 11. So it was something for me that I'm sure
you wish they were here, of course.
To share. So from that perspective, it was probably emotional from that perspective. But then, yeah, a real sense of pride and, you know, quite humble.
You're going to make me cry now.
Somebody recognised the work I was doing. So,
congratulations. So what has that done for you afterwards, receiving the MBE? So now how do we call you? Tunji?
Chunjiakin token.
MBE.
MBE.
Ooh,
That's it.
wow.
That doesn't change me. So, still the same person, still
Yeah.
doing what I do, what I'm passionate about in science and tech, young people, getting them into studying it, and I'll continue to do that. I think having the MBE is probably a nice validation of the work that's been done, but the work continues. So I'll continue doing that, and may open up a few more doors and get a few more companies interested in what we do.
Yes.
But yeah, very pleased.
Congratulations, and thank you for meeting me.
Absolute pleasure. Thank you.
Okay, I'm super excited to be. I'm calling her mommy. You know, when I see mummies, I'm very happy. Tell us your name.
My name is Lucy Njomo.
Njomo, and your MBE as well?
Yes, yes.
How excited were you when you got the letter?
I was very excited. It's not something that I was expecting.
Yeah.
So it came as a surprise, really.
Then what do you do?
I work in the community. My background, I'm a teacher, but I run a community organization. I've been doing that for the past 10 years. I support the development of young children, their families, and also those with special
needs.
Yes, yes.
And you've been recognized for doing what you do.
Yes, yeah. I've been recognized for my community work.
Oh, wow. Congratulations. And what do you want to tell people out there working in the community?
I want to tell people out there working in the community that first of all, they should have that passion, because working in the community is all about challenges.
Yes.
You face a lot of challenges that if you don't have the passion, really and truly, you will soon get fed up. That's why I'm able to do this work for the past 10 years.
Wow,
Yeah.
congratulations.
It's hard work.
Yes.
Yes. But once you have that passion, that's what drives you.
Yes, it's the passion.
Yes.
Whatever we do is the passion behind it.
Yes.
And so we want to say thank you for continuing to do what you do, and for the Queen recognizing you. That's a big thing.
Yes, thank you
Thank
so
you
much.
and congratulations.
Thank you.
Thank you.
I've been honored
Yeah.
for the BEM, British Empire Medal,
Oh,
for
wow.
my contributions to dance. Thank you.
So how did you feel when the letter came through the post?
How big is my smile now?
Big, $1 million one.
I felt great.
Oh.
I felt ecstatic. I was just extremely happy, you know. I remember having conversations with people who had different views about the honor system and so forth. Respectfully, I listened and that. But for me, as coming from a country which was a British colony initially, I felt that it was an opportunity for me to take the stage and share the work that I do. As a Ghanaian born in the UK, I hold two flags. I hold my Ghanaian flag and I hold my British flag, and I'm very patriotic with it both.
We should have brought it. Congratulations,
Yes,
congratulations.
Yeah.
So, you know, what would you like to tell people out there doing what they do? Because from the way you introduce yourself and what you do, I can see there is passion. There is so, and you give me that beautiful smile.
Yeah.
What would you like to tell people out there regards to the honors that the Queen gives people doing stuff in the community?
Well, interestingly, if I use myself as an example and then moving on to others out there, when you have a vision and you are passionate about that vision and you start the work and you're doing it, your focus is very much the goals that you have set within that vision, the aims and how to achieve them. And you put your backbone into it, and that is the focus. When you get a call to say that you have been honored and you are going to receive such an accolade, for me, I was gobsmacked, because I thought to myself, wow, here I am getting on with what I do best, what I love, and all of a sudden I have been noticed. And so I've been noticed doing what I do, what I do and what I love doing. So what I will say to people out there, continue working, continue doing, most importantly, continue sharing. most importantly, find opportunities to formally and informally collaborate and develop partnerships that will allow your work to get out there within the community, whether it's academically, whether it's commercially, whether it's socially. Just continue doing it simply because there is an almighty out there and your path is written. And as we live day in and day out, we learn a lot more about the path that we are on, and we can then ideally achieve our goals by just continuing doing what we do and what we love. So
that is wisdom. Thank you so much, Akwestua. Is it OBE?
It is
B-E-M
for my contributions to dance.
B-E-M contribution to dance. Thank you, and you're beautiful.
Thank you.
Oh, what an event. We had fun, and one important thing is we got to hear the stories of the, those who the Queen honored from the OBE. We had OBE, MBE, BAME, and these people are doing extraordinary things in their community. So we might be looking out for you. So whatever you're doing, have passion, your goal, and go for it, because the Queen might be honoring you one day.